That's my belief. You win in the locker room first. The locker room is the place where your success comes out of. Everybody has good players. Everybody's a good coach. Everybody deals with the referees, some better than others. But at the end of the day, if we have the strongest locker room, then we can be successful. I have the team not pick the captains, but suggest the captains. Three of the players they suggested were not guys who are going to be in the lineup every night. I picked out two of those and told them, are you going to be able to wear a letter on your jersey and sit in the stands for games? And they both accepted that, said, yes, I can do that, but I'm going to prove that you need me. Well, in our second game of the season, we had a guy with an A on his sweater, sat in the bench for 56 minutes, didn't play a shift. He was our 13th forward. We got a lead. The guy that we had a sophomore who hasn't played a lot, but is highly skilled, but better on the offensive side than the defensive side. I slipped Mick into the lineup for the last 4 minutes of the game. We won the game. Mick had a big block at the end of the game. And I think that legitimately, if I was to point to one thing this season, I would point to that. And that's happened 3 times where our 13th forward has been a captain and has played very, very little to none. And those guys have just embraced that so well that they've made our team much, much stronger.
Wow, that's super cool. I mean, usually it's the best players that get the first notice. But sometimes if you can reframe what that means to be a captain, then you get these suggestions.
This is college-esque. We read a book. We read the book, The Energy Bus, by John Gordon. I don't know if you're familiar with it. Basically, the energy bus is your locker room. As the coach, it's your decision who gets on the bus. It's your decision on where they sit on the bus. And it's your decision who you need to get off the bus. And that's obviously the hardest thing as a coach. So I had the whole team read that book, and then we created 10, and there's 10 rules in it. And then after we read that book, we talked about, we don't want the best players. That's why 2 of the, basically 5th line players are captains. We don't want the best player. We don't want the most popular guy. We don't want the guy we want the guy who you firmly trust sitting next to you will do what it takes to be successful, not only for himself, but also for you. And that was all I said along with the book. And they came up with the great suggestions, and we're really fortunate. And our captain right now is a Prince George. Was a Prince George captain, and he's from Abbotsford, and he's a heck of a player, and he's been a great captain for us.